Initial impressions, Mrs. Bonneville?
I think it's very nice.
Yeah, I do.
Very nice.
This boat that we're looking at, we'll show you in a minute. This boat could be beautiful.
Yeah.
Nice. What would you do to it?
I'll rip it out. Good morning! Did you miss us? Here we are. Thank you very much, first of all, for the lovely comments on last week's vlog. If you missed it, have a look here or here, wherever it is. Take a look. Think about subscribing. It's free. And follow me on Twitter. It's right funny saying all these things now. So you join us today on a very busy day, and I'm going to just pan round to Mr. B because I've forgotten exactly what it is that we do. Well, I know what we do it, but I mean the boats that we're going to see and stuff. I can't remember.
Morning, everyone. Just to follow up on what Mrs. B said, yes, we have a very, very busy day off to the marina to do three things: visit a boat builder to get some costings and get a little bit closer to understanding what that may look like, view a sail away boat, and view a used boat. See you at the marina. Goodbye.
All those things. Excited. See you later. Bye.
Right, we're off. We are off to view a used wide beam. Mrs. Bonneville, look. Right, hopefully we can show you a little bit. So we're basically on a used 60 foot by 12. I make no apologies for being all over the place. Are we going to buy new? Are we going to get something fitted out for us? Or are we going to buy used? So what we're doing today is we're actually looking at a used boat, 60 foot by 12. Initial impressions, Mrs. Bonneville?
I think it's very nice.
Yeah, I do.
Very nice.
This boat that we're looking at, we'll show you in a minute. This boat could be beautiful.
Yeah.
But let me just show you the view. And into the boat. I am currently sat at the end of the bed. Let me just flip the camera around.
Oh, nice.
Mrs. Bonneville's just noticed the boat's got lights.
The sliding cup. Gives you a bit more room, doesn't it?
This boat is around about 12 years old, which it's not particularly old, but it's not particularly new. But it's in really, really good condition. Let's just flip you back round again. Mrs. Bonneville is definitely exploring. Ah, that's quite cool.
It acts like an ensuite, and then you can access it from the corridor as well.
Right, so that's the bedroom, guys. Let us just show you the bathroom. So, obviously bath, toilet, and the actual shower. And I think what we really like, well, we've got running water and a boat. I think what we really do like is the bath. Mm-hmm. I've never seen my wife in a face mask before. Let's just go and have a look at the galley, and I'm still going to call it a kitchen and a lounge. Now this is the area for me, folks, I'm not that comfortable with. I'd probably want a new kitchen in here, or I'd probably do one myself. It's nice quality wood, but the dishwasher, for example, and the washing machine and the tumble dryer and the fridge and the freezer, for me, I would want those not integrated, but I would want them covering in. But generally speaking, the kitchen is enormous and the lounge area is enormous, and you've got obviously the stove, and through obviously up onto your seating area where you'd put your table.
Plenty of room in here.
What would you do to it?
I'd rip it out.
Yeah, I would.
Rip it all
I'd rip
out.
this kitchen would go.
Rip it all out.
Yeah, completely go.
Have a nice modern one. I don't
Yeah.
like the doors or anything.
We're not knocking, by the way, what we're viewing here, guys. It's a beautiful boat. It's a lovely kitchen,
I'd like a
yeah,
I don't
an island.
I don't want a
No.
table.
Yeah,
A breakfast bar.
yeah.
Or something that you can eat on.
Mrs. B's right. The kitchen would go. The lounge. The lounge is just about furniture and TV, but yeah, the kitchen would have to go. Right, what about the bathroom? Let's go and have a look.
Not really much. You could.
The beauty about the bathroom, guys, is you've got a huge bath and a nice shower, what I call a two-person shower. I think the only thing you could possibly do in the bathroom is take this off and tile. Just completely tile the bathroom. But
And it seems a waste not to have something on here.
yeah,
I don't
Yeah.
know quite what.
yeah. Bathroom. I'm loving this, by the way.
Yeah. 2 doors into the bedroom. I like the bedroom. I think the bedroom's
Yeah.
really nice.
The bedroom is lovely,
I like
guys.
these units and stuff.
Yeah, we like that. There's loads of storage in the bedroom. We love how the bed. The only thing I would change is that back wall, and I would change the headboard. But it's a nice big double. Mrs. B's right. If you were going to get this boat, Mrs. B's absolutely right. You would rip a few things out, and it needs some TLC. But fundamentally, wow. Sorry about the lighting, by the way, guys. Right, we'll pick back up with you in a minute. We're going to have another little nose around ourselves. Right, we are now sat on a brand new Euro Cruiser. Just again to get a comparison. Let me just flip you around. So, apologies, that's my bag. And then we go down into there we are, guys. So I think the decision we've got to make, even though we know the answer, new or used.
Oh, that's our washing machine at home.
It's our washing machine
That's
at home.
our washing machine. That's what we've got at home.
There you go. Bonner's even got her gloves on. Right,
I'm doing as I'm told.
let's have a little look
Oh, a bit of shower.
into the bathroom.
Whoa, look at that. Look at the door. Look at that for a shower.
Mrs. B, do the lights working here?
That's nice. Let's have
Probably not. Oh no. Oh no, never mind. Right, let me come in the bathroom. Alright, his and her sinks. Sorry about the lighting, guys. It's obviously not connected up to the electric as such. But that's the bathroom. I can't describe how enormous the shower is. And then into the master bedroom. I actually prefer the bedroom on the other one.
That's a nice.
Nice. And then obviously
Open door.
there you go.
I'm having my G&T on. Come and join me for a G&T. Come on. Up this way. There's plenty of seats.
We have decided on a couple of things. One, a sail away or fully lined is not for us for 2 reasons. One, it is budget. Everyone's got a budget, we're no different. So there is some budget issue there. Because what we wouldn't want to do is fit something out and then look at it and go, oh, we don't like that. So we've decided on a used Brilliant value. We've just been to see one. It wasn't for us. There were things not quite right, but we've done a little bit to camera. But I would say that boat we've just looked at was 80%.
Oh yeah,
80%.
It was very nice.
It was a
yeah.
lovely boat, and
Very
it could
nice.
be beautiful. It needed painting, and it needed a new kitchen, and it needed the bathroom tiling.
And it's just like when you buy a house.
Yeah.
I mean, how many people buy a brand new build? Not many. So you tend to buy a house that's been lived in and
Yeah.
stuff, and you always think that'll be great, but I'm going to knock that down.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
that's great.
That's
I'm
a
going to
good point.
redecorate that.
Really good
And
point.
then you just got to think about the boat like that.
Yeah.
Because the guys that we spoke to today in Street A Wharf, they were brilliant.
Yeah, lovely chaps.
And they were like, whatever you want, we can do.
Yeah,
We
lovely
can do
chaps.
it. We can do it. It's not a problem.
Yeah,
So-
and they were, and Mrs. B's right again. That's a really good point. The boat fitters we've been to see this morning, a couple of things again there. Lovely gentlemen, and you know they were talking about boats that they fitted out. You know, owners have spent £250,000-300,000. That's for us. We're not prepared to go anywhere near that because we're not knocking this, but it is a boat. And if
it's not our forever home.
No, it's not. And if anyone's followed us, you know our longer term plan is to go to France. So this is an interim, maybe 10-year. I don't know. We may want it a lot longer than that, but
we may take it with us to
yeah,
France.
we may do. So at the moment,
We could.
yeah, there's no way we're spending that on fitting out a boat. Anyway, so the boat that we've viewed, that you've seen some footage on, 80% there, and that's a really good point Mrs. B's made. It is like buying a house. Who buys new? Fine. If you want to buy off plot and all that, not a problem. But she's right. You buy a house and you knock it around a little bit. Oh dear, let's have a little brew. It's been quite a week. Now, the Mrs. B, what did we? Sorry, I keep looking down because I have to write things down now. What did we pick up? What did we learn at the marina? What did we decide at the marina?
We decided that a sail away or a sail away lined wasn't for us.
Yeah,
It was too much of a huge job.
massive.
We went on a sail away,
Yeah,
and so that had just got sort of like the foam. It was like the shell of the boat and foam, and that was
Yeah,
it.
foam lined.
Nothing else. And you just look at it and go, oh, it's just too big a task. And we also had a look at a second-hand boat,
which we've already shown you the footage
which you
of.
will, which you will have seen.
Yeah.
And although that one particularly wasn't for us, it just shows us that it's like buying a house. You know, would you think, oh, I'm not buying that house because it's 10 years old or it's 15 years old? No. The Bonneville mansion is 120 years old.
Yeah.
You know, she's an old girl, this place, but she's got some character and high ceilings and stuff. So to get a boat that's maybe 5 or 6 years old, and we can do things with it. The guys that we spoke to at they call it Street A Wharf, and the engineers, they do all sorts of stuff. There's a whole list of things. So if we find a nice boat that suits us, but we're not right keen on that, or we want that unit moving, or we want this putting in, they'll do it there and then.
Mrs. B's also right. I think the one thing that hit us maybe, or we both really realised, is you can get a beautiful boat. As I say, the one that we've shown you, the second-hand or the used one, wasn't quite right. But that was actually quite a little bit below our budget. So that just gave us more, I think...
Inspiration to
Yeah.
look for one that's just right for us.
Yeah, and I'm going to give my lovely wife some compliments now, and these are genuine. She's right, and it hit me quite hard. It is literally like buying a house. You know, you don't fall onto a house first time unless you're very lucky. That doesn't need anything doing to it. So that hit me quite hard. Anyway, look, that's what we decided. We're definitely going to go for a used wide beam. Now, what we'd also promised last week is any questions that come up, we will answer them in terms of kind of a Q&A. So I've popped them on the iPad. Give me 2 seconds, and we're just going to answer these as they come.
Bear with.
Bear with. Right, how much does it cost to live on the marina you have opted for? Hold this space, because what we are going to do is a little vlog, possibly 3 or 4 down the road, combining all of the other costs. I'm running a little spreadsheet in the background in terms of, well, how much is this going to cost, and what do we need to pay for, when do we need to pay for it? So
great question. Hold this space. One thing I will say, though, is you can actually go onto Mercia Marina's website and have a look at mooring fees. They are there, so have a look.
You usually find that they give you the fees for the narrowboats. All you have to do is whatever the cost for narrowboats are,
Double it.
You double it for a wide beam.
Yeah.
So whatever that cost is, just double it, and that's what
Yeah.
the cost is.
I'm stroking Mrs. Bonneville's knee. I don't know why I'm stroking my wife's knee.
It's getting a bit frisky.
Yeah, Mrs. B's right. Just double it. Good point. Are we nervous? That's a great question. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and we go. It's like a roller coaster. We're like Ronan Keating's song. Yesterday I had a bit of a realization. You're thinking, oh my God, we're moving. We're selling this. We're selling a house that we've been in for a long time, and we're selling a house for something that floats on the water.
Yeah, yeah.
Come on, we're not spring chickens.
No, we're not. We're not. And I'm sure Mrs. B won't mind me saying, last couple of nights it's kept you awake.
Oh, I've been up.
1 o'clock till 4 o'clock this morning.
Funnily enough, this morning I was sat watching old episodes of MASH, Big Bang. I watched A&E.
Yeah. So
poor guy that had a stroke. Oh my goodness. So I'm sat there with a cup of tea till 4 o'clock this morning. So yeah, do we get nervous? Yeah, there's all sorts of things going through my mind. All sorts of things.
I think it's an excited nervousness.
Oh yeah. We have more sort of like ups than downs. But it usually, like with everybody else, and I don't think that this pandemic's helped. The worst time to be thinking about things is when you're trying to get sleep at night.
Yeah, so we are nervous.
Might as well just get up. So yeah, the answer to that question is yes, we have moments of like...
Moving on. Do we have to insure the boat? If so, how much? We're going to put that in with the first question in terms of how much does it cost. So it's that vlog that is coming up. As I say, we're running a little spreadsheet. In essence, yes, of course you have to insure your boat. I've kind of been looking around. I've done a couple of dummy quotes, and it ranges from £200 to £300, and that's for 5-star insurance, almost as if you've got everything, decked in gold on board. But we will.
Decked in gold.
No, we're not having anything decked in gold on board. But yeah, we will loop that into the first question in terms of general costings. Do you think you will take it out of the marina? My view is no. And that's not because the type of boat. I know it's perfectly possible. The reason I don't think we'll take our wide beam off the marina is I just don't think I will particularly want to. And that's not knocking the boat we're buying.
Do you know what we said yesterday? Which I thought was really funny. Because we are going to do that course, that helmsman course, so we'll know what we're doing in locks and things. But we said, why don't we, when we get our wide beam and it's all moored up and everything, why don't we just hire a narrowboat and go out for a week?
And do you know what? I'm serious. I was actually serious. Our wide beam. I welcome your comments and your advice. This view may change in 6-12 months when we're on it. But right now, my head is, I just don't want the issue of taking our home out. If it was a higher narrow boat, don't get me wrong, we look after everything we own or hire or use, but I feel more comfortable, and I think there's a greater sense of adventure to be had on a narrow boat than a wide beam. I'm sorry, you wide beam owners out there, we love the wide beam, we can't wait to get it, but I just think there's more of a sense of an adventure with a narrow boat.
And the wide beam is going to be our apartment.
It's
on
our
the water.
home. Yeah, absolutely.
And we keep saying this, and we're going to keep saying it again. If Mr. Bonneville had retired, and we both retired, we'd be on a narrowboat.
In a heartbeat. In a heartbeat.
Somebody told us yesterday that it would take 7 years to cover all the different canals across the UK. Well, what a brilliant way to spend retirement.
Yeah,
absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
But we're not. We're going to both have to do something. So.
Yeah. So that's that. Marry me, Mrs. B.
Oh
no.
Unfortunately, I'm married, and I'm married for life.
Sling your hook.
I'm like a swan.
Yeah,
we're like swans, aren't we?
Sling your hook.
That's it. But thank you.
No.
Thank you.
I'm not joking. It's a compliment. What happens at Christmas? This is quite. What happens at Christmas? Will you come off the boat and stay with friends or family? We've kind of read that in terms of. Is it that person's kind of thinking, oh, are you going to go spend Christmas with friends and family, or do you just not fancy staying on the boat at Christmas?
If it's the latter, well, it's our home. We actually yesterday were talking about Christmas trees. We don't for 1 second think we'll be on the boat or have a boat before Christmas. You know, if everything aligned and yeah, it'd be great. But my gut tells me it's going to be a good few months. We've got to sell the house, blah blah blah. But you know, we would stay on the boat. It's our home.
We have we've started a tradition on New Year's Eve with my sister and my brother, and there's a lovely pub near where they live, and they do a masquerade party, and it's just cross road from where my sister lives actually, and we really enjoy that. So it might be that we spend Christmas on the boat, and not because we have to, but because we want to. We would come and stop at my sister's house. She's got a very big house with a floor that we can have, and we might spend New Year with the family, but we don't have to come off the marina unless we really want to. Imagine it being your house and no one's going to say to us at Bonneville Towers here, oh actually it's Christmas, so you need to come out of your house.
Yeah.
So just think about it like that.
Yeah.
So if we want to go and spend our New Year doing our traditional thing with the masquerade ball with my sister and my brother and stuff, then yes.
Yeah.
But we don't have to.
No.
We do it because we love our family.
Yeah, so please, you know, we've tried to interpret that question as best we can. Right, did you look at narrow boats before deciding on a wide beam, and are you concerned about the lack of adventure you're limiting yourself with? Look, we're not going to answer that again. We've just talked about it, but very, very briefly, as Mrs. B just said, if we were both, or if I was retired, no disrespect to wide beams, they're beautiful, but I wouldn't have looked at them. It would have been a narrow boat every day because we're adventurous folk.
Yeah, and we will be cruising the cut.
Absolutely.
But we can't do that. We have to be in one place because Mr. Bonneville may be working and coming back, or may have to work from home, all that sort of stuff. So we have to use it like a floating boat, and it gives us an experience of being on the boat and the excitement of being part of a marina and marina life and stuff. But yeah, we'd love to be cruising the cut and not knowing where we're turning up every day. But we can't do that at the moment.
Why not a narrow boat with residential moorings, and then you can explore, plus the mooring fees will be half.
Yeah,
Look, we've talked about it. Right, does Mrs. B know she will be very popular on a marina with the boaters?
Well,
do those boaters know?
I hope so.
And do those boaters know that we're both very, very lovely folk, but my wife is married, and I bite really, really hard. But we're lovely folk. We really are lovely folk. But my wife's married,
and we've met some great people already.
We have
brilliant people.
Yeah.
So I hope we do it. And there's lots of also.
You can look, but you can't touch.
Also, listen. So you know, like I'm on Twitter now and everything. So and I am going to be doing a weekly vlog of life on the marina, and I've been having a.
Are we call? What are you calling it? Marina life or
Marina life? It could be wide boat antics. I think marina life, or I don't know. Watch this space. It's coming up very soon. But one of the things that I'm looking forward to, obviously, Mr. Bonneville will be working. He might be working from the boat. He might have to go away and work. My job will be editing. He's shown me how to edit. He's got a bit grey look, so I can edit. So I'm going to film and I'm going to edit and do all that sort of stuff. But part of being in marina life is they do things. I could learn a ukulele. I could sing or something like that.
Right, moving on. Absolutely, yes.
But I will video whatever I do. I will video it.
Right, my message: eyes on. You can look, but you can't touch. Serious about that. Look, that's our Q&A this week. Keep the questions coming. I hope you like us doing these Q&As at the end or throughout the weekly vlogs. Let us know. We will see you next week with maybe some stuff to report back on. We're having the house valued next week. So fingers crossed for that. And we will, no doubt pick up with you a week on Sunday. Yeah. Goodbye.
Bye.
See you later.
Bye.
I kissed at the camera.
I know,
again.
you
Bye.
usually do kiss,
Bye.
don't you?
Yeah, just need to make sure. Are you looking at the lens?
Yeah.
You sure?
I'm looking at the lens. I'm looking at your fluffy muff thing. I'm slouching a bit.
You're always slouching. Look at you. Sit up. You slouchy.
I'm a lounge room lizard.
We're recording, by the way. I don't know why we're recording. Let me just turn it off. The floating pot. Floating pot. It's height of summer. Mrs. Bonneville's come out with the foundry boots on.
Well, it was. What does Ronan Keating say? Life is a roller coaster.
Right, on that point, she's going. You only get her for about 30 seconds. Goodbye.
I'm going to get bored.
Yeah, goodbye. Now, look, before we move on, because we're going to go for a little walk, we're trying to get a nice photograph for our new backdrop.
My hair's gone big. Look at my hair. It started off really straight this morning.
So we're trying to get